Let's move on. Let's move on to our second question. This might be a little bit harder. Guys, what is your most anticipated upcoming film? Now, it doesn't have to be something that we've got a trailer for yet. It could be something that's going to come. It could be out in the cinemas now, but we haven't been able to see it because of lockdown. Let's start off with you, Adi. What's your most anticipated film?
My number one most anticipated is Dune. I don't care how mainstream that is. I'm so excited. I've watched that trailer like 30 times, trying to pretend like I'm watching the movie because I'm so impatient already, but I cannot wait. I feel like it's going to be a visual explosion. Like this amazing universe I cannot wait to get into. And I love Zendaya. I love her so much. I'm so excited.
That's playing at Sydney Film Festival, I believe.
It is. I think it might be closing. I think it's a closing picture, but I honestly cannot remember off the top of my head.
That movie's going to blow everyone away. I can tell already.
Oh yeah.
It's such a refreshing. I don't really know much about the source material, but it seems like such a refreshing take on the space opera type genre.
Yeah.
Which is crazy to say because Guardians of the Galaxy, which feels like it just came out yesterday, also is such a refreshing take on space operas. But it's nice to know that not everyone's just trying to copy and paste Star Wars, you know? Like, but I guess Dune came before Star Wars technically, but
true.
Yeah. Jesse, what's your most anticipated upcoming film?
I'd say I got a couple. Nothing that's like. I'd probably say one of my most anticipated is the Sopranos sequel, The Many Saints of New York. I'm a huge Sopranos fan. I know it's already come out in America, but I think Australia gets it next month. I think it is. I can't remember exactly, but I love The Sopranos. I'm a huge Sopranos fan, so that's probably my most anticipated.
It's getting a cinema release, right? It's getting cinema release.
Yes, it's getting a cinema release. I'm not sure with regards to streaming here. What's the
what the go is?
What's the go of that? Yeah, what the go of that is. But I guess some of my other favorite ones would be that I'm looking forward to seeing is Pig with Nicolas Cage, which I guess again has already been released in America for weeks, and we're just the butt end of cinema releases. Yeah. Oh yeah, Australia, they'll get it eventually, you know. There's a couple more. I can't exactly remember. One of the ones we did, card counter one, that actually looks really interesting. I think we talked about that before. Yeah, when we recorded that earlier episode.
For the listeners at home, we did 2 test episodes before this. They will be released in time, and they're going to be a nice little time capsule because we were ignorant back then, and we were just talking about a bunch of films we hadn't seen.
That looks good, and I didn't even know about it, to be honest. I didn't even, but it looks actually. I'm quite interested to see that as well. There's probably a couple more, but those I'll probably just say those ones in the meantime. So, yeah,
that's cool. I think my most this year has been a year of franchises that I love that I couldn't wait for. Like Mortal Kombat was something I was over the moon about, and then I saw it, and I'm not gonna lie, I was really disappointed. I was every day checking leaks, rumors. I was so fanboying for that. And then it was just like a bunch of fight scenes and great cosplay sticky taped together. And I'm just there like, there was so much lore you could have gone into. But that's okay. My most anticipated now is, I think my most anticipated would be the new SpiderMan, No Way Home. For a few reasons, one, we've only got the trailer right now, but it does seem like the rumors and leaks are true. We are probably going to get all 3 Spider-Man together, which is really exciting. I do think the comic book storyline they're adapting is kind of whack. But what I'm most interested about is I'm very invested. So I love seeing drama behind the scenes for major films. Like Suicide Squad, the original one, Fan 4 Stick, all those movies that are crumbling apart. And we're hearing stories about how studios were fighting with directors and stuff. I live for that shit, right? And I have all these theories about how Sony and Disney are like fighting over Spider-Man. And I have this belief, I have a very strong belief, this is my theory, that this will be the last Tom Holland Spider-Man film we will ever get from Disney. I think what my belief is, because we know that the agreement was the first two Spider-Men, if neither of them made $1 billion, Sony could get the rights back. Neither of them made $1 billion for opening weekend. And then we know shit went down and Tom Holland begged Sony to stay with Marvel. And next thing you know, they're all like Venomverse, Morbius trailer drops. There's some rumors that there are some connections to the MCU with the new Venom film. We haven't seen it yet. There's all this stuff going out. And I feel like with all this multiverse stuff happening now, they're going to like somehow... Because I'm also very passionate about how much I hate the Venom movies. I've only seen the first one. I just feel like the Sony... Like with most of their franchises, they rush them out. It's such a cash grab. There's no artistic integrity in comparison. I'm getting too passionate. I gotta hurry up. But like, I know.
We gotta rein him in.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry, but like, I just want to know. Like, I want to know how they could combine them because I feel like the tones don't match, and I feel. But if Marvel touch it, Marvel will find a way because they're geniuses.
Yeah, true.
Sony, I think, are idiots, and they fuck up almost every opportunity they've ever had with any major franchise. I think Jumanji is the only franchise that they're doing a good with. Like, I'm sure there's a couple off the top of my head. There's some Seth Rogen comedies, but they're all one-offs. So I don't know. But anyways, I'm a huge Spider-Man fan. Spider-Man is my all-time favorite, like, fictional character, and I just want them to do him justice. And this feels like a big send-off or some really celebratory thing. And a Spider-Man celebration, regardless of what they do with it, is exciting to me. So I'm on board for that. Jesse, I'm sorry, I'll shut up with my Marvel bullshit.
That's all right.
And I will say...
Do you think they'll reboot it again in like 2 or 3 years, like they've done with every other time they've done a Spider-Man?
No, but what I do think they'll do is I think... Tom Holland's been like, he'll play it till the day he dies. There are some rumors that he is looking for a pay rise, but he's definitely worth it. He's a huge star now.
Yeah.
What I'm worried is, okay, here's what I want them to do. Because I think Sony they want Spider-Man so they can promote their other shitty Spider-Man movies, like Venom and Morbius and shit, right? So I just hope they have a situation where they can keep that shit, that garbage, separate from the Marvel movies. And so I hope they create something like Doctor Strange, like, here's a little portal dimensional device so you can travel between both universes and without this shit over here tainting the golden goose, you know? I do not want to see Venom fight... Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I don't want one division to hang out with Morbius. Like, just
we could do an entire episode on your hate for Venom, but I love Venom. We could do a debate. Like, I'm up for that.
I will admit, Venom is an okay film. It is average. It is okay, but that character deserves more. I will not review it right now. But I get so frustrated.
We could sit here for 2 hours talking about this.
We'll move on. I will say another anticipated film, not Marvel related.
Yeah.
I'm very anticipating, obviously, Matrix Resurrections.
Yes.
But I'll be honest, I'm also looking at it like, don't fuck this up because you're probably going to fuck this up.
True. I'm not having any hopes for that because I'm too scared to have any hopes.
Did the Wachowskis do the second and third one?
They did, but here's my theory, right? The Wachowskis are like Blink-182, right? When they're all together, or no. The Wachowskis are more like George Lucas, right?
Okay.
Amazing geniuses with great ideas. When working in the studio setting, you can control them and you can give them to put out a compact, great product. But when it's like, well, they did this amazing revolutionary thing, give them unlimited creative freedom, that's when they go all over the place. Like, you look at the first Matrix, one of the best things about that film is its story structure. It is a T to the hero's journey. If you're trying to teach screenwriting, you can just take the hero's journey structure and you can take the Matrix film and it will line up 100%. It's perfect.
Yep.
But then you go look at the sequels and it's 3 hours of philosophical talks and terror. The third one has some of the worst pacing ever. Great ideas, but
It's hard.
It's some great stuff in it, but like it's not paced out. Like they front load all the fights there in the first half hour, and then you got 2 hours of talking.
It's hard to get through.
It's a tough watch. But what I'm hoping for,
I don't mind talking if it's done well.
Yeah.
Like if the talking's done well and it's written well, then it won't feel like as much of a slog.
And in the Matrix, everyone talks like robots, so which is ironic because it's all about humans versus robots, but they're always like, "No, Neo, the mainframe is a part of the aspect of control, which is an illusion in your mind." It's like, motherfucker, just say some slang. Say active human, I get it.
I actually didn't mind the second one. I thought the second one was okay.
I will defend the second one. It's
lengthy, but I especially enjoyed like the last half of the second one.
Dude, that car chase. You can't talk shit about that car chase. It was incredible.
But people were just trash 2 and 3. I'm like, give 2 a little bit of, give it a little bit of love.
Well,
like it's not the first one, but
maybe we could even do like a whole Matrix episode. Like there's just so much to unpack.
We could. We'll definitely have to dedicate a lot of time to the Resurrections. I'm very excited for it. I don't love the way they cut the new trailer because the song they used does not feel very Matrixy. Like I feel like they've changed a lot of the aspects of it, like the visual language, like the original films. It was like if you're in the Matrix, it's green, and the real world is blue, and then a lot of them they're not using those colors. So what does that mean?
Yeah.
The music is not very Matrixy. I feel like, I don't know. I'm scared it's going to be like that movie Jigsaw, when they tried to revive the Saw franchise. But we'll see. We'll see. It's got Keanu Reeves and he's on a high right now with action films. Yeah. And maybe that's all we need. Maybe we don't need it to be perfect. Maybe we just need to see Keanu Reeves kick someone in slow motion. So we'll see. Look, okay, I'm sorry for my rants. You guys are going to have to get used to that. That will happen from time to time.